actor Cuba Gooding Jr. is currently starring in the hit FX show, The People vs. O.J. Simpson. However, he might be enjoying the success of the show a little too much. Check out this footage TMZ obtained of Cuba partying it up at a Miami Beach nightclub. Roll the tape. As you saw in the video, Cuba removes his shirt, puts a club goer's phone in his mouth, and it's alleged at one point he started spraying the crowd with a CO2 cannon.
Where'd he get that from?
Hey, from the club. I mean, sometimes they do that. You know, they have oxygen
You never
at the
been to a
club.
club where all of a sudden it goes,
Yeah.
and it looks like smoke
I
is
ain't
in the
never
air.
seen nobody at the club handing them out, though.
No.
I've never seen that either.
But here's the question. He is partying. Tamar, he is 48 years old. He has 3 kids. Should he still be getting turned up at the club?
Well, let me tell you, I don't think there's anything wrong with going to the club at any age, but if you the oldest person at the club or, you know, next to the oldest person at the club, you have to proceed with caution. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't take your shirt off and spin it around like it's a helicopter. Like, it's rules. You know, like 35 and older, and it's your song, you have to sit down. I'm sorry.
No.
I was gonna say, like, do you know how much I have to contain myself when Rihanna's work come on? Like, it's just like, I can't because I can't, first of all, like, twerking is like an age-appropriate thing, like, in public. You know what I'm saying? I want to twerk every minute on the hour, trust me. I do. But I just can't be at the club, that's my song, bam, bam, bam.
I don't know, I disagree, because I feel like, and I would make this the 11th commandment, when it comes to a turn-up, there should be no age limit at all. No, I don't think so. No. I think when you're feeling it, like, I don't care if you're like in the front row of church and you're feeling the spirit, or you're him at the club. You gotta let it go. You gotta call it out and let it free. But hold on a second. But I think if it disrespects anybody, yes. If you're twerking, like, put someone's eye out, sit down. Like, you know what I mean? I agree with what you're saying. Okay. But do you guys remember the movie Knocked Up? And do you remember the bouncer at the club? Now, I believe everybody should be able to turn up at any age. Okay. But some of it needs to be done in your home.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Like, so it was like the guy was at the door like, I'm not saying you too old for the world, for the earth. You just too old for the club. Not for the earth, not for the world.
Tamara?
I think I'm a little bit more concerned that he put somebody's phone in his mouth.
There's
some fecal matter on phone.
Oh, yes, there are.
That is disgusting.
Let me tell y'all something. Cuba ain't worked like this since Snow Dogs, so he is happy. You gonna do your thing.
You know,
he does look great.
Sometimes having, because I think he has 3 kids.
Yeah, he ain't no job.
Being a mother of 2, sometimes I just want to turn up and let it go.
Exactly.
However, though, in my house, I'm gonna turn up in my house. I can actually DJ.
Friend, I just want you to know, friend. You know, it's a little different. Like, he 2 years from being 50, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm turning up in my house.
I understand.
With my friends, I can have as much, you know, as I'd like in front of my family, my friends. Nobody's gonna see all of that. Okay, but
Can I ask an honest question? Go ahead.
Yeah. What?
No.
Ask the honest question.
Okay. Lonnie's the only other single one up here with me. Jeez. But would you find it almost unattractive? Like, do you guys see people's social media, Snapchat and Instagram and stuff like that, and guys that I'm interested in, or like that almost could appear cute, but if they're at the club every night over a certain age, you're like, I do not want to be with this person.
The old man at the club.
Like, I find it really unattractive. Like, haven't you outgrown that? Didn't you do enough of that when you were younger? Like, at some point, sit down. Like, it's okay.
Yeah,
like,
I see what
don't have
you're saying.
a problem with him being there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get your life, go out and have fun. But you got to really, I just want to know, where's your friends to give you the occasional...
Sit down.
No, I like to do that.
I think, like, just like kids have on the yard, like, you know how you have yard duty? like yard duties, like look out for you and tell you when you've gone too far. You need like a twerking yard duty, like somebody who's just like, yo, a lot. Pull your skirt down.
Yeah.
Or put the
Even
drink
a
down.
sober Sam.
I think in
somebody
his
that
case,
makes some
he was letting it out.
Yeah.
Because as you get older, especially when you get in your 40s, like, you know, I do my club dates, and people that feature for me, they're like in their 20s, you know. So we're in these different cities, and they want to go out. And, you know, what the club will do is, if they find out I'm in town, they set up these VIP areas and
Because
stuff
you're
like
VIP.
that. Right? You know, I don't want to go, okay? But I go because, you know, the kids, they young and they bored. I don't, because I try to go, and I just sit in the VIP area. As long as y'all got bottle service, I'll come to your little club, okay? I sit in the corner, and I'm on Twitter all night while they out there getting, you know, turned up and stuff. Because, you know, and I'm alluding to the fact that you're right. As you get older, you just get tired of that. You get tired of that club life.
You've done it so much. I mean, you've just done it so much. At some point, when you guys were in your clubbing days, you ever went to the club and saw the same people there? Every night. Whatever was the poppin' night of the club, it was a Thursday night. You went every Thursday, and it was the same people. Shout out to New York City Greenhouse. It was too much. It was the same girls.
But I don't have a problem with you going. Go, get your life.
Right.
But it's just, you know, you can tap your foot, you can do the cabbage patch, but just don't get up.
So
No, I can't.
Don't get up,
No,
because
you
that's
never
when you
had.
cross the line.
So he was doing too much.
Oh, yeah, come on.
But he was
now.
doing a lot
But
for
you
even a
guys, I guess-
20-year-old.
You're somebody's daddy, dog.
We don't truly know. We don't truly know his situation. Allegedly, I think he's separated from his wife. So he has an ex-wife now. He has 3 kids. He's now like has a new hit show.
He's Cuba.
Maybe this was just this one time for him to just
Nah,
let
he's
it go.
ain't no
Have
time.
fun.
He look real comfortable.
I gotta say,
Now, if I see a 45, 50-year-old in the club like every single day,
Every
like
single
you were
day.
saying,
No,
like,
but Tamara, even like a few weeks ago, you even looked at me and you were like,
well, yeah, I want to
we
go
gotta
out
go to
and
a club, we
I
gotta
want to
get it
dance,
out.
but I will
Nothing wrong
not
with
be
that.
putting anybody's phone in my mouth.
Yes, okay.